it's November. It's November 1st. Thomas and I, yeah, I'm hot.
Yeah, no, you made us hot.
I did not. I had my feet cold. My feet are cold and my face is on fire. And he just told me I needed to go see a doctor.
I wonder what kind of car this is right here. It looks like it's from the future.
It's a Tesla.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I can see it. We're heading to Raleigh. We had trick-or-treating last night, and we are going to see NC State beat Georgia Tech. Is that what you're guessing is going to happen?
No. I tell you what, though, it'd almost be a shame if State ruined Tech's season. You know, they're 8-0.
Oh, really?
I'd like to see them win out.
Well, you're not going to see it.
What?
Because you're not going to the game.
Yeah, but I'm going to watch the Jumbotron.
Oh, he's going to watch. We even had friends that said, we'll give you tickets. And he just couldn't make himself go in there.
I've seen enough.
I've seen it. You don't have on red. I have on red pants.
No, you don't.
Shh. You do, kind of.
I've got on red shirt.
I don't have any red, I've discovered. I just can't worry about it. I don't even have a red sweater or anything. It's also one of those days that's going to be like, it's 62, so you're going to feel hot or freezing. And I'm already half freezing. You're in Georgia and you say go NC State. Oh, that's nice. So Thomas and I last night, I didn't even tell you this is what I was going to talk about. We went trick-or-treating. That was the 20th year in a row we have been trick-or-treating.
Really?
Yeah. Or maybe 19th. Little Thomas is about to turn 20. Yeah, that means he was a baby. How does that work? Yeah, this was our 20th year. That's a long time to trick-or-treat.
Yeah, sure is.
But
with no end in sight.
But well, that's what Kate Swenson called this morning and said, how long do you think this will go on? Like, how long will we trick-or-treat?
He seemed to enjoy it more this year than ever.
Yeah, he's almost 12, and he even tried to put his own socks on. Thomas carried his basket. I carried his coat. He wasn't real interested, but this is the first year he's ever been interested in getting the candy and putting it in the basket.
Yeah.
And for the third year in a row, he sees every person he sees. He says, "What are you?" And then he asks it to people that like might be like a princess. Like they've probably never been quizzed on such an obvious answer. So if they're wondering what they should say, then he says, "A princess." He answers for them. But you know, you weren't with us last year. You had a pass because I took him to Key Biscayne. And he wanted to go trick-or-treating for a little while, so I took him out. And in Key Biscayne, I was reading this post I wrote last year. People were not friendly.
Really?
Like he would say, "What are you?" And they just didn't know him. Where in Eaton, we stumbled upon a huge group of teenagers right when we walked outside of our door. And they weren't any teenagers we knew. And everybody was so nice to him.
Yeah.
All night. Like, you're a creeper. I mean, people just talked. You've been going for 10 years and have 8 left. Well, I don't know what that means. But usually by the time you're about Amos's age, by the time you're 12, you're kind of running around with your friends. Or even 10. Our kids were probably.
And he did that a little bit.
Yeah, he ran around. He did run around a little bit. But we couldn't we weren't going to stay home and send him out. That would have been interesting, though. I wonder what he would have done.
Where he would have wound up.
Yeah. We ended up at our friend, the Hagler's house, and they had a haunted house. And so he was excited about going over there and in the haunted house. And his friend Cecilia, who they had the same, we did a nanny share when they were babies. So Cecilia and Libba, particularly good to Amos, but Cecilia marched in the haunted house. Did you hear this?
Yeah.
She went, "No scare! No scare! Everybody, no scare! Amos is coming through." So he loved that, but then she missed him.
Then he went back.
He went back without her, and he said there was a zombie, and that he did not like that zombie coming in there.
He said that zombie went, "Ah!"
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's zombie. So anyway, that was funny. He did not like that. But it was good. And he didn't eat pizza. But then we stopped by a new doctor has a house right down the street. And so they gave us 2 hot dogs. Thomas was like, there are 2 hot dogs in this Halloween bucket. And he went home and he ate those. So he sticks to his schedule. Hope NC State wins. We are LSU fans. Would love to know Big Thomas's thought on our governor meddling in the head coach search. Do you know about this?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Landry. He's that's interesting. I didn't realize, how huge the apparatus of LSU. They've got more money, more high school players to access. I mean, that's the biggest program in the country.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I've noticed it's been all over my news feed. What happened to the other LSU coach?
It sounds to me like Nick Saban is entertaining.
From Alabama?
No, he's retired now.
Oh.
Well,
that'd be amazing.
Either he or Lane Kiffin.
But didn't they have to pay the current coach a whole lot to leave?
Yeah.
And like one thing I had read was that he was just lazy. Like he was at the beach when critical thoughts, but now he can just go to the beach and doesn't have to do anything.
I don't think he was lazy. I think he just never quite fit in down there. Apparently he showed up at his initial news conference and was using like a southern drawl that was fake, and just the whole thing was absurd.
Where was he from?
Well, he coached at Notre Dame for 10 years, and he, from the Northeast somewhere, Massachusetts or something like that.
Oh. Now you're not taking this exit. Alabama has an off day. Well, the state game isn't tonight until 7:30, which is sort of late. So somebody said Saban is not. That was rat poison. I don't know what that means.
That's what Saban always said in his press conferences.
What? What did he say?
That anything the media writes about his team is rat poison.
I didn't know that. Yeah. You had a child that went out for Halloween at college and got their car towed. Well, that sounds familiar. We know about cars getting towed.
Oh, man. In college.
Did your car used to get towed?
Oh, at least a dozen times.
Really?
I had a space at University Towers, and Val Valentine gave it to me. It was very generous of him. But
He owned University Towers.
It was something in one half, so it wasn't an actual, it was just created.
Like made a space in a green area?
Well, the tow truck company didn't go for that, so they would just jerk it out of there one time, over and over again. It was insane.
And didn't you, have to call Val?
Yeah, it was so obnoxious. And finally, one time he was there, and he saw the thing on the record, they're getting ready to pull off. And he said, if you don't put that down right now, I'm going to kill you. He just absolutely was done.
Allison Dew was at CVS getting some Tylenol or something. And while she was or not CVS, what was that drugstore on Hillsborough Street? Eckerd. She was at Eckerd Drug. She went into Eckerd and comes out, and her car is on the tow truck. And she said, I've got my Eckerd bag. And they're like, nope, your car's gone. And then didn't they get sued for predatory towing?
Yeah, they did that. They got shut down. It was action towing, and then it was something, it was always in some state of suspension. I remember one time thinking, I'm going to go over there and break my damn car out. I'm done with this. So I went over there. It was on Hargett Street, right near where the train tracks are. And I climbed up that fence and looked over there, and they had 20 pit bulls. No way in hell.
Oh, God.
The most dangerous looking dogs you've ever seen.
A bunch of hungry pit bulls are going to get you. Oh, God. Well, last year, little Thomas, was that Christmas time when that happened? When you took him to pick up his car?
Oh, yeah. It had been sitting there throughout our entire trip.
We had gone to Florida to see my parents, and we had told him, park your car. We have a condo in Raleigh with a parking space. And so we said, park the car in the parking space because nobody is there. And evidently, he couldn't find a parking space, so he just picked another parking space at the condominium complex. And the car was there for 2 weeks, and Thomas goes to get him. You go to take him to get the car, and this is late at night, like 11:30 or something.
Yeah, it was awful.
We had flown in late. You know, it's cheaper to fly late. And the car's not there. So he said, so then we went to the tow place. Thomas is telling me the story. And I said, well, how did you know the car had been towed? He said, well, because I parked right in front of a sign that said, here's the number if your car has been towed. And I said, well, why did you park there? He said, well, I didn't know where else to park. I mean, it was like you're in an alternative universe. So they go in there they go to, what was the tow place called?
It was called like Ace Towing. It was out where the Habitat for Humanity, near there.
I'll tell him what happened then.
Who?
What happened when you went to the tow place?
Oh, I went there and the guy said, yeah, it'll be like $900 or something. And I said, no way. You know,
we are not paying.
What about $600? And I really wasn't very argumentative at all. Well, then, you know, another guy shows up and says, well, you threatened to shoot up the
No, tell him what happened. The guy leaves, and then another guy comes in.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I guess we're going to call the...
No, he said, you must not want your car back. I said, what do you mean?
Why did you say that? That's what he said to you. You said that to him. He said, I guess you don't want your car back because I'm going to have to call the police.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just insane.
And you said, what? And he said, well, so-and-so said, you threatened to shoot up the place.
They must do that every time. You know, it's actually kind of...
And actually, no, he said, why are you threatening us? Is what he said to you.
Yeah.
Because now I've actually used that on somebody else. Like somebody was real mean to me in a store, and I said, you know, you don't have to threaten me. She was like, I'm not threatening you. I was like, well, I feel threatened.
I mean, I wasn't at all threatening. Holy cow.
And then Thomas is like seeing his whole like law license go down the tubes, just the life is
Well, just the idea of like me threatening to, not just threatening, but to shoot up the place. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so the one guy comes in there, you have to pay. He leaves. The other guy comes in and says, so you threatened to shoot up the place? And then little Thomas said that Dad went from like, we're not paying that, to like, do you take credit cards? And paid it so fast. And then we made him pay it. I think it was like $800.
No, it was, what was it, $650.
It was very painful for him to pay that.
He didn't pay you that.
No, I made him pay us back.
Really?
Yeah. Thomas like wouldn't make him do. Your parents never would have made you pay something back, would they?
I don't know. I remember paying stuff back.
No, you had their credit
I did thousands of
I know
hours
you
of
did a
work.
lot of work, but you still had their credit card.
Yeah. Yeah, but I didn't spend very much.
Well, I made him pay us back because I wanted him to not do that again. And that's a lesson. That is a lesson. Are y'all going to the game? We are going to tailgate at the game. Thomas has bought us a parking pass near where we're going to tailgate. So we are going to watch it at the Jumbotron. We don't have tickets to go inside unless somebody lends us one. I do love to watch the beginning of the game. Don't they have those planes fly over?
Yeah, you'll be able to see that.
That's my favorite part. But anyway, I've gotten better at watching games though since Russell's been playing soccer. Because if you don't pay attention, there's no replay camera. So I'm mad if I miss something. So anyway, we're doing that. And then little Thomas is going to come see us. We're going to go have lunch with friends at Village Tavern. Have you ever been to Village Tavern?
Yeah, years ago.
That was like my favorite place to go when I was in high school in Winston. And now there's one in Raleigh. With college friends. So that's sort of fun. What time is the game? It's at 7:30. What's the latest there's ever been a game? 8?
Well, you know, on the West Coast, they've got games that start at 10.
Yeah, but they do? Like you, if
Well, it's
you
not
lived in
10
California.
there.
Oh, but I mean, what's the latest time where you are? Like 8 p.m.? Maybe 7:30.
7:30 is about as late as...
It's pretty darn late.
Basketball games will start at 9 routinely.
Ugh. The idea of like getting somewhere that late, I'm like in my pajamas.
It's all driven by media coverage at this point. That's why Carolina's always playing on Friday. ECU plays on, They played like 4 Thursdays this year.
Is that good or bad?
Well, it's good because they want to get on TV, and East Carolina knows that's an easy avenue to get on TV.
Oh, I love a Thursday game too,
Yeah.
actually.
I think it's smart.
Then you're not using up your whole Saturday. I do hate to waste like a 2 to 5 on a Saturday on watching football.
Me too.
Because then you can't do anything else, especially if you've lost. The earliest I ever remember going out there is at like 10 a.m.
Yeah, but that was for a noon game. They never kicked off before that.
Well, that's what I mean, but that's still pretty darn early, especially when you're in college.
We used to always have noon games in college. I remember State was so
Yeah, we
bad
did.
back then.
Is that why we had noon games, because we were bad?
They probably just started it, whatever was easiest at that point. I mean, that team was terrible.
We're about to hit traffic. Georgia Tech is on a roll. I'm a Georgia Tech Bulldog. Wait,
No.
you're a Georgia Bulldog. We play at 3 at the biggest
that
party of the year.
Georgia Tech game will be great this year. That's always a pretty good game. It's going to be.
You're taking this exit.
Well, no, I go straight.
No, you're taking. Oh, you are. Oh,
Glad I didn't listen to you.
I thought it said that before. It changed it. I swear it had you going the other way.
I must have learned.
Didn't it have you on 293?
Well, we did take 293.
Oh. Has Thomas been watching the Works series, World Series?
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it last night. Who did you want to win? He wanted the Blue Jays to win.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Blue Jays win just because it almost seems unfair how much talent the Dodgers have amassed. They've got a
Who was that guy you were talking about? The Dodgers guy? Ohtani. Where is he from?
Japan.
Japan. He said Ohtani is like a
Best player I think I've ever seen.
specimen. How old is he?
I don't know.
I mean, is he like 20 or 30?
No, he's in his 20s.
But can the Blue Jays win now since they lost last night?
Yeah, it's tied.
Oh, I missed that. Now you're taking this exit, right? 291.
Yeah.
I'm glad you listened to me. All of Canada wants them to win. Well, that's the truth. Have they ever won the World Series?
Not to my
The Blue
knowledge.
Jays? Yeah. So the first year we lived in Edenton, we had season tickets to the state game. And he has a $700 million contract. Yeah, you said he was getting paid an obscene amount.
Oh, yeah.
Like, is that more than any athlete's ever been paid?
No, I think he's, that's a multi-year contract, I believe. But
Does he have an interpreter? I'm sure he does. Wouldn't he?
well, he had a guy working for him that was stealing like crazy.
Yeah, you turn.
So
I know, it's confusing. Oh, it's weird how you see that red
it feels
light.
strange turning in here.
Yeah, it really does. Toronto won the World Series in 93.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they won in 1992. Where is Amos? Amos is at home in Edenton, upset that we were leaving, or that I, particularly me. He said, take me with you. But Amos going to a football tailgate is probably not high on the list. I don't even know what he would do at a football tailgate.
He wouldn't like all the loud noises.
He's
There's all kinds of cannons going off.
Kate was saying yesterday, her son Cooper, loud noise doesn't bother him.
Really?
But he does have headphones to like watch an iPad or something. He's not really involved, but he's like can do something else while they're doing stuff. There's a lot of exiting we're doing. So he is at home, and he and Mary will go do something fun, and then we'll get home late tonight. So that's good. What was I saying? No. I can't even remember. But anyway, we are going to go meet college friends, and that's always fun. But we did, it's hard from Edenton. You really, having season tickets and like committing to going to games is too much.
Yeah, especially, with the media-driven nature of it, you almost have to live in Raleigh because they set the game time, a week in advance, and it could be, Thursday night. I mean, it's just...
Yes, I'll be the designated driver tonight. I think, I don't, it's
I probably
fine.
won't bring my
It's fine
lunch.
with me. I might have one Bloody Mary at lunch. We've been to one game this year. This will be our second game. And I actually would love to go to I would enjoy going to the Carolina State game, but I
Adrian,
don't,
I gotta focus on.
but I don't think we can get tickets.
I'm not used to driving in the city. I can't.
Because I think they'd probably be hard to get. So we probably won't do that one. But that's enough. Now, if we had 2 children at NC State, that helps. But then if you have a child at another school, you feel like you should go to their. Though I don't remember I went to Meredith, but your parents didn't go to games, did they? State games?
No.
That's kind of a new thing. That didn't happen. The last people you wanted to be at the game were your parents. But little Thomas is going to come see us anyway.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, I saw a lot of parents that I knew didn't go to state that were, you know, I'm there sort of dressed neutrally. I was sort of embarrassed because they're all decked out in red, and, you know, and I know the guy went to Wake Forest.
Real state fans don't wear red. We don't need to advertise our stateness. But anyway, you love Alabama's new coach. Who's that?
Yeah, he's really come on strong. You know, he was under some scrutiny there for a little while, Caleb Lamar.
Yeah.
He got his friend, you know, to come from Washington. What was the guy's name? They've been working, like the 2 of them together. They're like best friends. Andy's his offensive coordinator.
Oh.
I can't remember the guy's name, but that makes a difference to have him there.
Carolina's sort of perked up.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think, what's his
I
name?
wish they hadn't, you know, because now we've got a plan.
Oh. Well, why do you think they're suddenly doing better?
Well, they've got talent. You know, it's just a matter of putting it all
Together?
which I would think, you know, naturally that would take a minute with as many transfers as they've got.
Oh. And the coach and the girlfriend, Jordan. Like, that's funny to have her in the middle of everything, to me. It's funny. Anyway, have a good Saturday. Enjoy football. Oh, Thomas he hadn't probably been following that young teacher that was shot by the 6-year-old in Newport News, have you?
You know, I've read one article about it.
Thomas
Yeah,
is
the
very
civil
knowledgeable in the
suit, so-
sports world. Yes, he is. I have been following it, and I'm going to talk about it this week. In fact, I was going to do it last night, and then I got busy. I think that the school system is toast with that.
Yeah.
Because there were 4 different people that said to the assistant principal, we think he has a gun. And they didn't check. And he did. I guess there's some rule about who can search a backpack. Or maybe at their school, the policy was you go to an administrator. I don't know. So, there's that. Happy Saturday. If you're watching this video, double click to like it. And if you have not become a member, you should, because my husband loves to come on and chit chat behind the scenes with people.